offline.
Did you get the cupcake?
Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. This is the Hot Seat Radio Show. And we have a new theme song. It's called Cult of Personality. And for those of you guys that are old enough to remember, that was by the group In Living Color, not the TV show. And I am local troublemaker Donovan Sadiq. We got Tay, the Wild Wilder. Mr. Marino, Daryl Terrell, and Mighty Mad Max.
Hey.
And joining us real quick is going to be District 4 candidate Commissioner Baker. He's made it into the place, and we're going to get him mic'd up and see what's going on. Tay, something very, very special happened to you today. On social media, you were kind of surprised, had a few questions.
Okay, so, well, when people delete things on social media, please understand we'll screenshot these things. So I'm one that loves to screenshot. So, of course, it's Highland Fairview out trying to strike down people and discredit people, which irritates the heck out of me. I know.
Huh?
Shocking.
What? Highland Fairview? Discrediting people and putting out stuff that, if you look into their background, it's probably worse than the people that they're trying to attack. So
this lovely blue smurf called Angelica Naomi decided that, yes, it's true, Hector Diaz is...
Okay, wait. You know Naomi is Evan Moron, right? You're aware of that, right?
That's another...
Oh,
right.
The faceless Facebook.
Yeah, but he has Smurfette on there, which is what I'm telling you. I've been telling people, I took behavioral and social science. This guy has a problem.
So she posted that, it's true about Hector Diaz being fired, and it's also true that Commissioner Baker can't manage his own finances and filed for bankruptcy twice. Me being the person that I am, I want to see the receipts. So I asked specifically, said, I need evidence backing your claim.
And who happened to reply to you?
Victoria Baca. I was very shocked. I was at work.
Wait, who replied to you?
Victoria Baca.
Wait, my District 1 council person that we haven't seen since election?
Yeah.
The one that's babysitting idiot Creveris? And
shocking.
She replied to you.
To me.
You're not even a constituent.
No.
But she won't reply to anybody in our district.
She said that, we'll post tonight. So, of course, can I ask what a bankruptcy would be an issue when you've been convicted of a crime? So I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Whoa.
So I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm saying you can't throw mud when your hands are already dirty.
Well, did she reply to you?
No, she didn't.
Of course not.
Right, of course not.
So again, I was at work and I was a little troubled by this because I don't agree with this whole gotcha, dirty. You run on your merit, you run on your history, you run on...
Wait a minute, I'm going to be Naomi Evan Moron for a second. You're very hypocritical when you do, because you guys do the same stuff, and you got these gotcha stuff, and you go and look people's documents.
We come with the receipts.
That's right, public documents.
So, I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but again, how can you call someone else dirty when your hands are full of mud?
Well, it just happens, we have the very person who happens to be the subject of that
but again, this goes back to what I said when this whole Diaz thing popped off. If you have an issue or you find something troubling about someone, go to that person directly.
Right.
Why do you have to put it on social media?
Well, no. You can't go to that person directly unless it's Gutierrez, Baca, or Creveris, because they won't answer you. No. They won't meet with you.
And the one question I did ask Cabrera, he deleted from his Facebook.
Aw, and what was the question that you asked him?
I asked, I have to look for the picture. I screenshot it.
Yeah, okay.
But I think the thing that bothers me is that this sitting council person that is trying to discredit a candidate. One, don't you have stuff to do in District 1?
Yes, a lot of stuff to do.
Because I roll through District 1 every day, and I see a lot of things that need to be fixed.
But she doesn't care. She does not care about the Hispanic community in District 1.
She should have no skin in this game. So why is she out to discredit somebody when, one, if we can pull that background check...
Well, no, everybody knows her representation precedes her.
It's kind of low, and it just shows full of character or lack thereof of anybody to sit up here and do this gotcha.
Well, I'm going to give you a pass, right? Because you're fairly new to the city, but Victoria Baca's thing is very, very well known. But since she set up, we have Commissioner Baker here. Commissioner Baker, how's everything going? Fantastic. We have saw your signs out there.
I did.
And Tay?
I love your signs.
Well, thank you.
I drive to Active this when I get off 215, and I saw the other day it said the city's best friend, and I was so tickled because I think it's true.
Well, thank you.
He's just so swaggy.
It's true. You are literally the city's best friend.
Thank you very much. I try. And my thing is, above all this political stuff, I just love helping people. I love encouraging people to prosper and grow and do well.
Right.
I have all the background think I should have, but if I can grab by the hand and take step A to point B, A, B, that's all I want to do. Just make sure people make it. And this city, we got a lot of folks that are trying to do better and make things happen. And I just want to be part of that and encourage them.
Well, Commissioner, I'm going to say this. You have a young man who's 22 years old, doesn't own a car, doesn't own a house, doesn't have any life experience. And you remember that old saying they used to say, and I understood it until I became an old fool.
Old man?
Yeah, no, an old fool. No. But it makes sense. Now I understand it. There's a lot of dead young geniuses, but I'm an old fool. So I'd rather be an old fool than a dead young genius. Yeah, there you go. But Victoria Baca, a council person that you're going to be dealing with once you get on that council seat, has made an allegation that you've had 2 bankruptcies. Who hasn't bankruptcies? And when you discharge your bankruptcies, especially after 2007, 2008, even before that, it's gone through the courts. It's a public record. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Some people get overhead, whatever the deal is. Could you expound on your bankruptcy thing? I mean, it's not a big deal, but since she wants to make it a big deal.
I don't care.
Okay, very simple answer. You guys remember back in 2008 when the
economy crashed
and the people losing homes, and everybody's trying to get those modifications, everything?
That's right. Debt ratios upside down.
And then if you went through this, you may have applied for modification, and then the bank kind of creates inflation. You made your 3 payments, and then after that, you were supposed to then you're clear, they give you a modification.
Right.
Well, with the loan company I was using, like so many others out there, they made my 3 payments, and after that was over, they said, "Well, we didn't get the last payment."
Right.
They turned around and sent it back to me. I didn't send it back,
Right.
So that went through a couple of times, and the only way to save your home at that time is to file a bankruptcy.
Right.
And that's exactly what I did. You got to kind of fight fire with fire to survive.
Right.
And that's what it came about.
Right. And you're not the only one that did that. If you, I would say at least an eighth of the city did the exact same thing that you did, because
it's not in the city. We're talking about the country as a whole. A lot of people were really going through it.
Right.
So
But, when you live in an apartment and you need Ito to get you out of, and it's funny that Victoria Baca is saying, and I know MV Gordy's listening, because when she was a school board member, and Daryl Terrell would remember this, she was $17,000 behind and facing foreclosure before she went to go work for Highland Fairview. And then all of a sudden, her mortgage was caught up.
See, my whole thing is this. Everyone goes through financial struggles, period. So to sit here and try to make light or try to publicly shame somebody when it's already kind of embarrassing to yourself to have to go through these things. And, you deal with it, you move on, but to sit here and try to make it like, oh, well, how can we trust him with the city finances? Well, one, he's a council person. What city finances is he going to deal with directly besides making a budget?
The council people are figureheads. They have no power. The power is wielded in the city staff.
He's not holding a checkbook. So, I mean, was people this upset about LaDonna?
Well, yeah, we were.
Well, yeah.
But here's when it comes to situations like that. If she worried about costing people money, was it not her that sued the JPA that cost us $1,000 in legal fees? Was it not her that brought us Idiot Gutierrez? And how much in legal fees did that cost us? So if she's worried about money, she should be the last person. Again, MV Gordy, I know he's probably going to post this in a day or two, but let's look at when she was $17,000 behind in her home note, and then she goes to Highland Fairview, and all of a sudden her house is saved. So let's explain that. So
I didn't have a Highland Fairview to go to.
Right.
All I had was me, and that's all I had. So again, you got to do what you have to do. And somebody else did a couple of 3 bankruptcies. His name was Trump.
Yes, Donald Trump. That's what I'm saying. He wants to crash the economy. He wants to do that now. But let's get off of that because I know Commissioner Baker is limited for time. How's everything in the campaign?
It's going pretty good. If nothing else, I'm learning a lot about people. Right. A lot about people. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I haven't had sleep since 2 months ago.
Yes, welcome.
haven't been to bed once.
Right,
you know?
right. Welcome.
But we're doing very well. Doing very well. We're learning a lot of things, and we're getting there. And of course, finances is always an issue.
Always an issue.
All I can do is be myself.
Right. Well, you got a lot of endorsement. Can you tell us about some of the endorsements you've got that people might know that you have? Mark Takano is an endorsement you got.
Mark Takano, yes. Mr. Medina.
Mr. Medina.
State Senator.
Yeah.
We've had, of course, Mayor Paris.
Yeah.
Mr. Vargas.
Mm-hmm.
We've got two councilmen, Mr. Starr and also Malcolm Corona.
Right. Let me ask you this. Do you have any sitting Moreno Valley council members that are endorsing you? Even though you're not supposed to do that, but...
No, and I can understand their position
Yeah.
not to be part of this. I understand it.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that I've asked and they said, no, because of this, because of that. I have no problem with that. You know, these are my friends, most of these people, you know. And so I respect them with their faces that they're looking at, so I have no problem with that.
Right. Recently, Hector Diaz got a hit piece put out on him. What are your thoughts on that hit piece?
Well, you consider it the source.
Yes, absolutely. And it looks like it's the same. Well, your opponent, Mr. Carveris, is responsible for it because that's who paid for it. So
It says on the bottom.
that's what it says that
bottom
he's
hippies,
by the Carveris.
Cabrera for city council.
Yeah, idiot Carveris for city council, backed by the idiot mayor, backed by Criminal Baca.
I did laugh when I saw he had a rental car on his 460s.
He doesn't own a car. He doesn't own anything. 22 years old. He can barely wipe his ass.
So he's like going to Enterprise or Budget or whatever
Right.
for a rental car
Right.
just for canvassing. No, sweet.
Right.
Hardscape,
You know, and you got to love Louise Palomares
RTA.
getting $4,500. You know, even though she's disabled and supposedly can't walk. But Daryl, you know, talking to Mr. Moreno Valley, your contemporary. I like Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, but I remember the original Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers.
Buddy Rogers?
Buddy Rogers, the original Nature Boy. Do you have any questions for Commissioner
I just
Baker?
want to thank him for for being a friend in this city and all your efforts and humanitarian things you've done to help people and went out of your way to help folks. And my hat goes off. You're a guy. Love you to death.
I agree. It's very few people that go out and dedicate themselves to
and
public
time.
service.
And one of the questions that I went to the Riverside County Board of Supervisors Tuesday, and one of the questions came up is about the police contract, and I want to know what is your opinion about the joint power proposed study we did on have our own police force with other cities. Your opinion about that?
That is a very, very complicated issue, and it's way deep than I can really answer it intelligently, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to try to tap dance and try to give some kind of answer, but I did have a meeting, actually Sheriff Smith yesterday. We spoke for a while, and he told me some things he was facing out there, some things that he's working on, and I told him that, Mr. Smith, that if I'm up there, I want to make sure that you have the full communication between you and Chief Oliveris with the council, make sure everything is open, make sure you get the cooperation you need from the city council. Again, that's a very complicated issue. It can involve some problems as far as bankruptcy if it's not handled properly, you know. But we want to make sure, again, my thing is collaboration. That's part of my three things: accessibility, collaboration, and flies.
Yeah. Cupcake Espresso Bar in District 4. So.
No relations.
Yeah.
But again, that's a very deep issue. I'm not going to try to tap dance and go around it, you know, because it's very involved.
You want to study a little bit more and be privy to the information.
Exactly, yeah, because I don't want to start putting the wrong thing out there and we have to go back and erase it and redo it, and, you know. But it's something that needs to be addressed. There's a lot of issues in the 4th district and the whole city that can be addressed, and they will be addressed in time. But my thing is, and I've done this with everybody I worked with in the past. It's more like, instead of coming out to me, I'm the big shot councilman or whatever, you know, I'm just plain old James. I go, man, what's the problem? What's going on? Man, this is going on. Come on, sit down. Let's go to the table. Sit down, make some coffee. Let's talk about it. Make some coffee. Let's talk about this thing. And then we take to the next step, you know. And who else has this problem? Let's bring them into the fold, you know. And then more and more, and just kind of build up to get to the point where you have a good idea what has happened, the past, history, what's going on, and how we can fix it and resolve it. And who did you talk to in the past? Who gave you the brush off? Who worked with you? You know, get everybody to the table and then take it step by step and make sure if we don't get a good answer, I'm gonna bet you credit to Navy Beats. We'll find out why.
There you go.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty, your candor. That's what I like about you.
And I'm handsome too.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I really hope there's a lot of great candidates that are running besides useless Cabarrus. I mean, do not waste your vote. I mean, I got to be honest. I can't see it myself. If he was my child, I could not see myself voting for somebody who doesn't have any life experience.
Well, as a mom, I wouldn't put my kid out there like that.
Right.
I'm sorry,
Not that early.
but even if he had friends or even older people, the level of mentorship for this young man is lacking severely.
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you this, Commissioner Bix, I know you got to go, and I appreciate you stopping by. The bottom line is experience always trumps. And
except in the White House.
Yeah, except in the White House. Experience always trumps inexperience. Yes. And again, with what's going on in this city, we need someone that's going to go up there that people know. You have, it's like when Price was up there.
And
he had connections from his time in the city, so he knew people, and that's very important because when you start meeting these other councilmen from other cities, everybody knows who you are. Mm-hmm. So that'll be a great insight for the city of Moreno Valley. Not this kid. We were like, if this kid gets elected, in my opinion, it's just going to go right back down to the thing of why Moreno Valley is a joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, so many lines up there, and I'm very cautious about saying bad things about anybody, and the candidate especially.
Let us take care of that.
I'll let you take care of that. And I don't have to. I just let if you got, I let the proof's in the pudding, as they say. As far as Mr. Cabarrus is concerned, I will say that he's a young man and he may have a pretty good future.
Right, he has a lot to learn, but it's not right now.
I have nothing wrong. That's a great thing,
It's a good experience.
But I don't know, when I was serving about 10 years ago, this young man was 11 years old when I started serving.
That's right. That's right.
And,
he was probably at heart.
I got shoes older than him.
Right, absolutely.
That's the worst thing I say about the guy.
Absolutely. Well, the thing is, I'm not going to cut you off, but when they start attacking you, especially these clowns, because when they start putting stuff out there, that means they're worried about you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's the bottom line. So for them to bring up stuff that everybody's going through and, they're just throwing something against the wall and hoping something sticks to it.
They're trying to knock down a pillar of the city. And I just think and they're trying to do it in a manner that makes them look so incredibly bad. So if that's
and yet he's a man of God and he's faithful and God called him. A person of God doesn't do devil worship type stuff. You don't need to stoop to those tactics.
But I mean, if that's the route that they should go,
absolutely.
Good luck, God bless. But the rest of the people don't have to lower themselves to that.
Well, I can say I have a 10-year record with the city, working with the people here in the city, trying to help people get better and better with their business. That's why I'm at 95% of the ribbon cuttings and groundbreakers and business events like that. I want to make sure people they know that there's someone in the city, from the city, quote unquote, from the city, is represented there. And many times they are not a lot of young business here, and they're so glad I walk in there. I come there suit and tie. You guys know how I come out, suit and tie, and it makes them feel better about this because they're bringing their friends, their constituents, and you got man from the city has come to help us out. It makes it seem more credible.
Absolutely. Have you ever taken a picture in the mayor's office? Because that would really look good on your profile and things like that. I want you to put your feet up on the desk and act like you're doing something.
No,
have you ever done that?
I know my place.
Okay.
I know my place.
You respect the office.
The former mayor, I still call him Mr. Mayor.
Absolutely.
As a respect, But my platform of accessibility, collaboration, and performance, that last thing, performance, people don't understand how I get done, but I'm a fighter. I like to get the job done. I know we can get it done. People say, how much signs though? You need more signs. Guys, I got the biggest sign in town. See that big M on the side of the mountain there?
There it is.
That's a 150 foot square sign, Just one thing about the mountain. Look at the mountain, look at me,
Absolutely.
But it's really a good thing. And the city, we have a great city. There's some good people down here, And that's what I want to help the good folks. Everybody, actually. But we got some really good people here really struggling and trying to make it. And with infrastructure and everything, we got many issues down there, and we can't talk about them all right now or any given time. But everything will be addressed systematically, one thing at a time, and we're going to see what we can do to help. But we're going to take it intelligently and see where the hell we're going with the state and make it happen.
All right. Well, Commissioner Big, I know you got to run and everything like that. We appreciate you stopping by. Good luck to you at the election. Keep going strong. I see you walking around. this guy's actively retired, and he's knocking on doors during the day and stuff like that. And so, that's another thing. I don't see Kerberos doing that. I see his paid team. Yeah, I see his paid team doing it, but I don't see him out there. So, Commissioner Baker, we wish you the best of luck. It's going to be a tough race, but I think in the end, you might pull this out.
Well, people either want me or they don't. And I think all the dust settles and they look at the issues and what's going on, and they look at the person. I think it's the person that really matters. For me, I didn't just come out of
nowhere, right?
Just pop up from somewhere. No disrespect to anyone. Yeah. And definitely old enough.
Absolutely.
Almost. I'm not gonna go there.
Right.
Definitely old enough, and also, of course, I'm not 21 years old, so I think I'm a good fit for this.
Absolutely. You're not going to get in there and have to learn the job. You're ready to go from day one.
And like I said, I've been I've got Citizen of the Year.
Yeah, Citizen of the Year. That's right, twice.
Yeah,
Nominated.
Twice. Yeah, nominated twice. Citizen of the Year. I've been the Parks and Recreation Society community champion. That's another one of the things I received a couple years ago. And many of the businesses I've gone to, they've had those things on the side where they give me the awards. I've got a wall full of awards. Not that I go there just for that, but they of course they appreciate me being there.
Absolutely.
And I got to tell you this last story. It's about the mountain. I tell everybody the story.
Okay.
This past year, there's a family. I don't know I have their name, but I can't think of it right now. They were climbing the mountain. This lady and her husband, her name was Mike, and there are a couple of kids there. And they would go hike to the mountain. They end up there all the time, hike to the mountain all the time. And this past year, the husband passed. Actually died, yeah. And so when Christmas came around, she said, how the heck am I going to get through this holiday season? And she could see the mountain from the front yard. She went in the front yard. She out there to cry, and she saw the mountain light up, and Mike's mountain lit up for her,
Wow.
And that just helped her right through the season,
Wow, that's good.
Stories like that. That's people like, how do you get paid? That's how I get paid.
That's how you get paid.
That's my reward.
Absolutely.
And with that, I'm going to leave you. Next time you might miss a coffee.
There you go. Hey, we'll do that. Thanks a lot, Commissioner Baker. We appreciate you stopping by.
It's a pleasure. And vote for the commission.
That's right. Vote for the commission. Thanks, Commissioner. We're going to talk to you a little bit. And there you go. I mean, and I'm going to tell you this about the commish. When you are not afraid to stop by and come on this radio show, you got my vote. You might not like what we do, but it's how we do it, and that's what my mom has always said. So, again, Max, you were kind of quiet there since you're
he was
outside.
Really attractive.
Yes, he was. What was your take on his?
He seems like.
Yeah. What was your take?
He seems like a wonderful man who really has a heart for wanting to see the city excel. For wanting to see a positive change and for wanting things to get better. Or simply, like he said, he wants to help people, service people. And that touches me because that's how I am. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was really attractive.
Right. We're at the Espresso Cupcake Bar in District 4. Sean, Fortine, all the way to the right. You're on the left. Has finally joined us. How you feeling?
I miss you, Sean.
Yeah, Sean's been under the weather a little bit. Is it because this Russian thing is getting a lot closer, or is it?
Are you feeling the heat now?
No, still having other issues.
Yeah, I mean, is it anything of a serious nature, or?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Let me get some soup.
Yeah, some soup and like that. But real quick, let's go to Daryl. Daryl, you went to the supervisors meeting. Tell us about that.
It was a very wide open, interesting meeting where a particular issue was on the agenda about the adjustment in rate for the for contract cities where they cost for police services. And our city representative, Councilman David Marquez, was there. Our city finance person was there, Marshall was there, and it was eye-opening.
Okay, and it's eye-opening. Why?
Why it was eye-opening is because the information that was given, it was like, Supervisor Marion Ashley and we were there to oppose, well, I say we, the city, was there to oppose the increase in the contract, which went up to 5.14%. So they were trying to explain why that was the cost, but it got very, confrontational. because the information that was given, a letter that Mary Ashley, the supervisor, said it was old information, and the thing was, our city was, have every right, but they were saying that it was too high, the contract cost was too high, but you got to remember, the labor cost is going to be high, and they wanted to have a seat at the table, but who's going to sit at the table and negotiate with three other
cities?
No, I mean unions.
Oh, unions, right.
They're not going to want to sit up there and tell you how much money you pay, whatever,
right.
or the kind of benefits or pensions and things like that. And so it went back and forth. But the thing that I was wondering why we didn't have the city manager there, because there was a prior
city manager has to go to Orange County and go stay with her family and live the good life, surf.
But why was there an increase? What was the justification for the increase?
Labor costs.
Yeah,
it's all about
labor.
It's the labor costs as far as salaries and benefits.
Well, you also got to remember this. Okay, you have a population that has transplanted itself from Los Angeles. These people are on a criminal activity of 24/7. They don't rest 365. So you combine that. I don't know if you guys, me and Daryl were talking about this the other day. That ghetto bird was flying all over Moreno Valley for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you people. I don't know what you guys are thinking. To have that ghetto bird fuel, pilot, rent, aircraft, that's a lot of money right there. So how do you expect Moreno Valley to have its own police force? Because if we had to contract that ghetto bird to come over here, that's outside of the contract of having our own police force. So how could we afford that?
Well, the same thing too, because as talking about this, you're thinking about, if we want to control the cost, so that means you're going to pay a police officer less and have that officer go to the county and say, I'm going to go work over in the county, and plus the equipment that's going to cost a fortune, because you have the helicopters, the SWAT,
the pop team, and all that other good stuff.
All that stuff is
it's all part of the contract.
Yeah. And the thing is, they were saying, okay, once you guys, we start charging for all the stuff that we're giving you for free.
Right, it's all part of the contract. It's not free, it's just it's part of the contract. But then again, you got to deduct for a police corruption, so deduct that money. But
the most important thing is
that's the big risk if we actually go with the Joint Powers Police Force.
Yes,
well, that's the thing about the liability. Remember the guy that got killed at Burger King? Can you imagine on our own police? We'd probably be bankrupt. Because to settlements and all that stuff, it's a fortune just to have the liability.
Yes,
and that kind of stuff.
Yes. With these guys popping people off, he rolled his window down, pop, 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 pop.
So I mean, you got to think about all that and the equipment and everything else. Then if you go to a J type of situation, that we have the biggest population, could you imagine?
Right. Second biggest, yeah.
Yeah, the other little cities, like I say, a Menifee or Paris, will be neglected. So. I mean,
let me tell you something. I feel so safe when I go to Menifee. When I stop at Krispy Kreme in the morning and get my little donut and coffee, there are cops everywhere.
At the donut shop. Wow. Stereotypical.
In the shopping area.
Oh, in the shopping area. No, they were at the donut shop.
It's the same in Temecula. Same thing. These cops are everywhere. Everywhere. Well, yeah, they're everywhere.
Okay, well, cool. Real quick, before we get into the second hour, Max has been waiting nice and patiently, and Max isn't a very patient person. Max, what do you have for us going this week?
This week? Okay, well, in What's Happening, Max Approves.
Okay.
This week I stopped by 2 new businesses in the Moreno Valley location, which we have kind of dibble-dabbled about talking about. One was Elms, which is the new barbecue smokehouse spot.
Yes, I heard about that, yes.
Alessandro, I had the brisket, and I had the pork ribs, and I had some cabbage, and I had some macaroni and cheese, and I had some beans, and did I tell you I had cornbread?
Did you work all that out?
The cornbread was so good, guys. The cornbread was really, really good. The customer service was beyond anything I expected, especially going...
Topless?
No, not topless, but it was
Hooters?
very nice. You could they invested money into this space. Now,
is this a soul food like place?
It's like a smokehouse. So they have brisket, pork, chicken. You can find their menu online, and I'll drop their link before we leave. But I'll be writing a review on it this Saturday.
Okay, now Max, can I know you're our resident reviewer and everything.
Yes!
Is this going to affect your workout regimen and things of that?
So here's the deal. I believe in one treat moment a week, so I'll be using that to indulge. But like today, I also had a Rice Krispie bar cake. So because I've already reached my main goal, I'm really in a maintenance stage, and it's beautiful when you get to a maintenance stage because I don't work out as much anymore. I just have my shake for breakfast every day to help me continue to get the vitamins and minerals and the protein that I need, and I have balanced meals throughout the day, and I stay active. So literally, I've been to the gym maybe 6 times this year altogether. I just keep active throughout the day. So my tip is get to your goal. So that way, when you get there, you've learned the tricks and the skills and the habits, and you've built the muscle to live a healthy lifestyle. So that way, when you have days like today, like right now, I am so out of breath, okay, guys, because I'm so full. Like, I had barbecue, and then I had carbs and barbecue sauce, and I just had 3 cups of water to make sure it rinses and flushes throughout my body. So it was great. It was delicious. Customer service was superb. It was extremely clean, well seasoned. And if you're like me, I like sweet barbecue. So if you're the type of person who's going to be looking for a sweet barbecue sauce, this is not the place for you. Okay. It's definitely smokehouse smoky. And it had just the perfect amount of spice to it. It's family owned. Okay. And what I thought was great was, when I say family owned, down to the people who are working behind the counters.
Well, that's how it is at Asian restaurants, isn't there? I mean, you go there and try to apply. No, family owned. Family business. No.
And hopefully, I don't know if their goal is to build up their market and their brand and be able to then just everyone kind of take from the pot of the money that it produces and have, normal citizens in there. But for now, I thought it was dope that 3 cousins between the ages of 20 and 24 were all working together for a couple hours shift. Oh. And they all cook. Okay, great. So, ladies, if you're single, you're looking for a man who could cook.
Donovan is at 951-976. Also, what was your second restaurant?
My second restaurant was Cajun Wild. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, have you opened up a restaurant out here? Cajun Wild?
They are also family owned. Okay. They are...
heard a lot of great things about it.
Off of not Alison. They are off of Hemlock and Harris. Okay. Both of the places are kind of in weird locations. You've got to know where to go inside.
This is Moreno Valley. Weird is normal.
But definitely worth the pop in. What I liked about Cajun Wild was that there was daily specials. So if you're looking for that quick, like $5 to $10 lunch, which is what the average person is spending.
So when you have a warehouse city and you only have 15 minutes to walk to lunch, that's the stories I've been hearing about these warehouses. Yes. You want to get in there and get your thing quick and get out.
Yes. So. If you're looking for quick, I wouldn't suggest either one of these places. The food was fresh.
But for the warehouse jobs that we have, $5, $7, that's what you can afford. This would be for
their day off.
Right.
Their day off lunch, Cajun Wild is also family owned, so I got to have a wonderful conversation with the mother, and then the husband brought out a new hush puppy that they've made, very oniony.
Real quick, Daryl, you were the one that recommended this from the beginning. You were the first to visit. So, I mean, is that Max is saying true?
Tay.
It was Tay. I'm sorry.
But I ate the food.
Wait, well, you know what, though? But you know what, though? I think Tay is probably a silent winner in that business, and she doesn't want to just, tip her thing, because she is balling. She is balling.
The food was excellent.
Okay. That Cajun Wild.
Yeah, the fish is really good. I felt like the fish was very tender, like it kind of fell apart.
It was flaky.
Right. Oh, but they do charge 25 cents for hot sauce, guys, so make sure.
Your own sauce. Put it in your purse.
I got mine.
Just tell me beforehand.
They have a Kool-Aid machine that's coming.
Yes.
The other place has lemonade and sweet tea. So definitely comparable, but definitely on their own. One is food in Louisiana style cooking. The other is smokehouse barbecue. Both are black owned. Both are Moreno Valley residents. We should support both. So we can continue to get new businesses opening here. So you can see that review this Saturday on my Tumblr at Just Maxon. And then last week for May the 4th be with you, I went to go see Stargirls, guys.
Okay, what is that?
Which is a burlesque show.
Okay.
Children, close your ears. It was a burlesque show which is put on all throughout California from the Devil's Playground, LA. Okay. And they had a live DJ, Riverside Nation and Live Nation put this on. Riverside Live and Live Nation put this on at the Riverside Municipal Arts Theater. It was wonderful. There was music and food and drinks outside. Inside, there was statues of different Star Wars pieces and R2-D2 and stuff like that. And inside, they had a cosplay costume. What's the word I'm looking for? Competition.
Okay.
The competition was great. People got in and danced. But the show was magnificent. If you are a Star Wars fan and you like sexy stuff, this is for you. If you just like sexy stuff, this is for you. If you just like Star Wars, this is for you. If you just want to go, it's for you.
I really think that Princess Leia outfit in Return of the Jedi, you would look great in that.
Let me tell you.
With those horse legs you have,
oh
you
my
would
gosh,
look great.
they had a girl on point. They had a little Latina chick. The host looks like Marilyn Monroe. They had a pregnant woman.
I want to go with Superfly.
Yes, they had a pregnant woman. Okay. Fetishes for everyone. It was amazing. The best part about the show to me was that every single one of those had wonderful tassels, pasties on them. Some were tasseled, some were highlighters, some were sparkly, some were glow in the dark. It was amazing.
I used to be stationed in Vegas, so that's burlesque.
Yeah, it was a wonderful burlesque show, and I look forward to bringing more reviews on different music, businesses, food, and social media. Bow Wow challenge, anyone?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. Little Bow Wow lied about a private jet.
Well, most rappers lie about everything in the video. They don't own anything.
He posted a picture of himself, a private jet, and he was like, on my way to do my media blitz for his new show.
Wasn't it like a book cover or something?
I have no clue what it ended up being. What did happen was a pedestrian, like a civilian, a regular person like myself on Southwest, was like, Bow Wow just tweeted that he's on his way to travel in a private jet, and he sits to me.
Right.
And it blew
by
up.
the galley.
Right, it blew up. And so, Bow Wow, of course, is trying to recover, like, you guys don't know my madness in an interview he did. But that's what's hot in social media right now. So.
Okay, right on. Real quick, before we get into the second hour, I got to give a blast out, and then we're going to get with Sean, because Sean's got a lot of Republican information in regards to what's happening in the nation and like that. We have a new show coming out. It's called Lovin' the Skin I'm In. And Max, you're going to be a little part of that?
Yes!
Are you excited?
I am, because I'm freshly single, and I am ready to...
No. What do you mean you're freshly single? What about us?
Life.
What about us?
I'm a black woman. I'm a college grad. Yes. I have life lessons.
Yes, dating an old...
I only date older men. And I'm just excited to be alongside the wonderful, the mysterious, the luxurious, gracious Wilder herself.
Yes, Tay. Very good app coming out. The app will be done soon, but the show is available now. So you guys have got to get together and give us a day, so we can get together and drop that show. Because when we posted it, over 1,000 people have liked it and have said nothing positive things.
I know, I'm so excited. I saw that. I was like, yay. But no, we're going to get together. I have, my...
Get some Rio Niti wine and some Boone's Farm. Yeah, some Boone's Farm. Oh, sorry. Sorry, some Boone's Farm. Candles.
I'm going to bring it up to the 90s.
Okay.
The 99 and 2000.
Right.
I'm excited because I wanted a platform that we could have an honest and open and raw conversation about all these different topics that make us who we are, from just being a mother to being a black woman that's a single black woman dating to being just a woman in general. I want to have different women, different walks of life,
different colors, different white, ages, Hispanic, brown, red, yellow, whatever, purple.
We sit.
Donovan said, "Bring them all."
Yes, bring them all. I mean, being comfortable in the skin. Because
we're going to do this in my house where no one knows where I live.
Yes,
okay. Well,
with the beautiful views that she posts on Instagram.
Well,
do you like my views?
Well, I got to admit, Edgemont isn't the most romantic place.
It is under the veil of the night.
Well, if you're into that Romeo and Juliet, I mean, it's cool.
Need a gangster.
Right.
I can pour out a 40 with the.
There you go.
But no, I wanted somewhere where where I can have a conversation with women. It'd be a conversation that's recorded, but still an honest and raw conversation that we can talk about real issues
and some of the issues that affect you guys.
And I do want to have men drop by, single men, married men, divorced men, all these other stuff, because I think also hearing how how men think, where they're coming from, also plays a part in who we are as women and where we are at as society. So more to come, and really, really soon.
Absolutely. The show is available, but there's no shows on it yet until we get together. But the app is coming. Be done by hopefully Saturday, if not tomorrow, if everything's good.
I'm really trying to shoot for this week.
Okay.
Just a small episode.
And we are going to have and the thing about the show is what I like about it, the concept of it, it's kind of like The View, but on the radio. Kind of like that.
The cackling.
Yeah, the cackling and the Whoopi Goldberg or the Raven Simone type thing.
We love each other.
I am looking for host Camille coming on the show.
Yes.
This is a young lady who has a lot to say and says it with conviction.
Right. I mean, I'm in awe of just her energy.
I'm so excited to actually talk to this girl because her views are high, man.
Yes.
And I'm like,
yes.
I mean, I see her, but I didn't see her,
right.
you know? So I'm like, Camille, bring that to her, girl.
Yes.
She's on my Facebook. It's one of those where when I first met her, she was just, she was just the
quiet,
shy, reserved. Mm-hmm. She started talking, and I was like, tell me more. Tell me more. I just want to get on a chaise lounge and go, tell me more.
Exactly.
She's very interesting, and she's Meg in her own way. So I think that is a voice that people would like to, that I know people will relate to.
Right. The funny thing is everybody says, well, Donovan, what have you done for the community? What have you done? Well, I don't have to go into my political pedigree. I've done a lot for Edgemont and what I needed to do there. But I thought that this was a platform that is non-political. I mean, you guys will probably get into some political things, such as the ACA and things that affect women.
There's things that, we want to talk about, especially with going
health,
on in government.
Right, government and stuff like that. But I said, this is something that we can do that women want to talk about and just issues and things like that. And I can stay behind the scenes. You don't have to hear my crazy voice and just produce it and get the word out. But like I said, just advertising it in that first week, we only started advertising it last week. Over 1,000 people. I mean, I've been getting messages like, when's the show? When are you guys going to do the show? When are you guys going to do this? So we're working on it. For those guys who are listening, Skin, what's it called? Loving the skin I'm in. And I thought that was beautiful.
I was like, I don't know. Face looks like we're
No.
Face looks like this.
No, I'm just
get it right.
Yeah.
But again, I'm excited for the energy because how women, or even say black women, are portrayed nowadays.
Right.
It's this ghetto reality show.
Well, we are in the 4th district.
I walk that line.
Yeah, we are in the 4th district. I mean,
but I will flip chairs.
I can snap some pictures.
But I'm just saying, it'll be nice to have an opportunity to have intelligent women talk things that are relevant to each other.
All right, and we're going to get into that, and again, that's going to be called the skin, being comfortable in the skin that I'm in.
You're just okay.
He's just killing it.
Well, it's
loving
the skin that I'm in, and like I said, just it's going to be hot, and we're going to bring a lot of other things to it, a lot of other shows. So, in the next hour, we're going to talk to Sean Fortine, who's got a lot to say, I'm very sure, because he's been quiet for the last week, even though he's been down, but I know he's been watching. So get ready for the second hour.